All right, we are sitting here at Incarceration in Ohio at the place where Shawshank Redemption was recorded. And now we have the band. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up? My name is Vincent Torres, and I'm the singer of Awake at Last.
Awake at Last. I forgot. I said that because I forgot your name. I ain't gonna lie. But Awake at Last, you guys just got off stage.
We did.
Killer set. Killer
Beautiful.
fucking set, dude.
The crowd was amazing.
It was. It was really good. I was sitting there watching. You guys really fed into the crowd, and they responded.
You got to. Sometimes you got to tell them, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, come on, guys. You paid good money to be here. Let's have some fun.
So, where are you guys from originally?
We're actually from Delaware, believe it or not. Like the Wayne's World joke. Delaware.
The Wayne's World joke.
So, but it's been pretty cool. I mean, in order to get the band out there, Delaware's pretty close to a lot of the East Coast spots, Philly, Baltimore, New York, Washington, D.C. So we kind of just branched out and kind of like laid the seeds throughout the East Coast and slowly started moving our way west and promoting the band and making new fans and just having a good old time doing it.
Yeah. Now, how many, you guys got albums out, EPs?
We actually, we just put out a full-length record. It's our first one. It's called The Change, and we just put it out on June 21st. So we've been touring it ever since it came out. So
yeah, I like the saying on the internet has brought the world together, but the internet has also taken the world apart.
Very much. So.
Yeah, that's pretty. Who came up with that?
Oh, that's all me. That's a lot. It's woven into the music and stuff. I understand the need for social media, especially for entrepreneurs and media people and musicians. And I understand that there's like a role that it plays in our lives, but I always want to just remind the crowd that you're at the show. You've already seen the videos. Like sometimes it's okay to put your phone away. And be present and, go fall in love with somebody and, have fun and like be in the room instead of, sometimes the crowd will just be holding their phones watching you play.
Yeah, and they're watching their phones.
You've already seen it. Like you've already seen it on YouTube. Like come rock out with us. Put your hands up instead.
Yeah. I saw your guitar player throwing his hands up. And everybody's trying to get. And I think it's needed more today, like you said, because everybody's so distracted by their phones that like, oh, I got to get this on. Well, you don't need to. Like you said, it's on a video already.
True.
So it was a good saying how you presented the song.
I appreciate it.
That was really cool.
Thank
because
you.
I mean, the internet it's fucked people up, man. It really had disconnected.
It's changed the game quite a bit, especially when it comes to like personal relationships, romance. Like when's the last time you really talked to somebody and looked them right in their eyes? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people get behind their screens and they get lost in there, and I think that it's important to still get out there and go experience humanity.
Life.
Exactly.
Have a life.
Absolutely.
So, what were you doing when you came up with the band? Were you in other bands? What were you doing when this finally kind of came together?
My guitar player and I had played in quite a few different bands growing up in high school and stuff like that. And then I had moved away to Philly for a couple years, and we kind of had a little bit of a disconnect. But then when I moved back home, I hit him up and I was like, hey man, let's get together and like jam. I've been working on some stuff. He had been working on some stuff, and we came together and we got really into the law of attraction, The Secret, and like the positive manifestation, and like if you put your intentions out there of what you want to do with your life and you put in a little bit of work over a long period of time, that you can basically just cross goals off of whatever list. And we decided that we wanted to be a full-time band. We wanted to do this for a living, and it's where the name Awake at Last came from. It was kind of like the spiritual awakening that we felt when we decided that we wanted music to not just be a catharsis and something that we love to do, but something that we can actually do to spread a message and make a living and really trying to like inspire and elevate people who maybe need to hear a band that understands what we're going through. We talk a lot about mental health and overcoming those obstacles, all things that I've had to deal with personally, that my band members have had to deal with personally, and we try to put a positive spin on everything so that the music is kind of heavy, so that's the obstacle, that's the intensity, but I keep the vocals really positive and kind of gliding over everything to let them know it gets better,
Oh yeah, it gets better. Absolutely. So after Incarceration, what's up for you guys?
We leave tonight and we're jumping on a tour with our buddies in From Ashes to New and Palisades. We're going to be doing about a month of dates with those guys, playing some different clubs over in the Midwest and stuff like that. And then we're going to be home for a little bit, and then I think I think we have another tour in the works for the fall, but it's not announced yet. So
Yeah,
we gotta keep that one ninja. Yeah, gotta keep that
I
one
get that.
ninja.
I can't talk about it
Yeah.
now.
Pieces are moving. We'll be out again, and hopefully it'll be a good chance to make a lot of new fans.
Do you know where
friends.
you're going with the next tour here? Do you have any idea what? The reason I'm asking is because if you come through Chicago, I'm probably going to be there.
I think we might have a date in Chicago. I don't have the itinerary on me right now.
I got it.
But I do know that it's mostly Midwest dates, and I'm pretty sure that Ohio is somewhere in there, and Chicago is somewhere.
Okay,
in there,
yeah, because also I wanted to put out too, because I know how you guys travel. It's a pain in the ass, and that I'm in Northwest Indiana, and I tell this to all the bands, the up and comers, the new bands who need that little extra help. You're more than welcome to stay at my house, as long as you can put up with 2 cats, a dog, and my grandson.
I love cats and dogs. And
you're more than welcome to stay.
That's very cool. Thank you.
You can just give me a call. Let me know you're coming through. We'll have everything out for you.
We'll
guys.
make sure we exchange some information before the end of the
yeah, absolutely. Because
really
showers, if you got laundry to do, whatever you guys need.
That'll be a little bit better than going to the gym all the time.
Yeah.
We all do like the Planet Fitness membership where you can sign in a guest. So only half the band has to have the membership. It's like, all right, $20 a month. We'll go to the Planet Fitness, sit in the massage chairs, get a shower. We like to work out too. The band likes to stay.
Well, you gotta stay kind of fit.
Yeah. I mean, when you gotta jump around and do like 30 to 45 minute cardio sets every night, it's good to. Our body used to take care of us. Now we got to take care of our bodies.
Yes,
man.
exactly.
We're not spring chickens anymore.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I know. I get up in the morning, I'm snap, crackle, and popping. Usually I eat it in the morning. Now I'm 50, and my body just does it on its own.
I woke up on my 30th birthday, and I just stretched, and it was just like everything crunched. I was like, oh, no. Here I am.
So, what, let's ask this. I know there's a lot of questions that listeners like to throw out.
Yeah, sure.
And if you weren't doing this, what do you think you'd be doing?
For me personally, I'm really passionate about writing. I'm also an author, or at least I'm trying to be. I've got a book I've been working on for a couple years. I would love to put it out, and maybe even put it out as sort of like a launch pad off of the band a little bit. Maybe some of my fans will be interested. But believe it or not, I spent a lot of time in sales, so I think I'd be a pretty good salesman if I worked for maybe selling houses or selling cars or something. That's always something my dad always says that I have the gift of gab. So I always I think about that. And another of my passions is cooking. So I love cooking, and I used to work at an Irish pub, and I used to run the kitchen, and I love doing that stuff too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd figure something out. Something along those lines.
You got enough talent. You can do something.
For sure.
You don't need a plan B because you got enough skills to do something else. And so
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you got enough skills.
But music is my absolute favorite.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's my absolute favorite. It saved my life when I was a kid, and it's really rewarding when I meet some of these younger teenagers that come out to the shows now. And I've had some that'll come up to the merch table and just I'll go to say hi and just give them a hug or take a picture, and they'll just burst into tears because some of my songs really hit home with them, or they're dealing with toxic relationships or hard family lives. So it's really rewarding to know that I used to be that kid that dealt with a lot of bullying and a lot of stuff like that. Although it's probably worse now with the social media and the digital bullying or the cyberbullying. Oh my God, you destroy someone's social media, you just crumble their lives. What is it? They said that the most common punishment for children is parents taking their phones, and the kids go nuts, man. So I mean, for me, it was you dealt with the asshole jocks or whatever, and it was all right, I get it. I'm wearing black, I'm wearing black, the hair, and so my bullying was way different than what they're dealing with now, and there's a lot of mental health in there, and it's really rewarding to talk to younger souls. If I was 16 and I met a band back then, the guys that inspired me, they really helped me get through those hard times, and it's very rewarding to be able to do that for other people.
Oh yeah,
it's all about them.
Oh, absolutely. And it's funny you say about that because Julie there, she's a clinical psychologist for adolescents.
Very cool.
So she deals
you're
with
fighting the good fight too, girl. I'll do it on the stage. You do it in the office. Girl.
And that's one of the things that she has to deal with is phones.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is phones.
Man. I'm not surprised.
Kids freak
not even
the
slightly.
fuck out.
They do.
Man, I mean,
my cousins, we'll have like a family get together at one of my cool uncle's houses where there's like a pool and a trampoline and a volleyball net and like footballs, and all my cousins are just sitting in the living room just plucking away at their phones. I'm just like, guys, the whole family is here. Like we can go hang out, you know. And so it's a crazy world, man. But I hope to try and continue to be like a light in that and try to, you know, remind people that, you know, pursuing your passions. I heard like a speech that they said the key to happiness is finding what you love to do and then learning and working to make money doing that.
Yeah.
So that's a big message I try to put out. The record's called The Change. You know, so many people trap themselves in their own circumstances, whether it's mentally or whether they have a crappy job that they hate, you know, like a 9-to-5 or a toxic relationship that they feel trapped in. And I always say, like, the change will always start with you as an individual. Like, the minute you decide truly and fully that you want to change your perspective and really do something different with your life, that is what the record kind of is meant to embody, you know, is that kind of internal revolution that you have when you're like, why am I working this crappy job with dealing with this asshole boss when the internet puts me right in front of the kind of people that might love my art or love, you know, my dancing, or, you know, for me it's music, you know, and I always try to, you know, push people to pursue what you're passionate about and, you know, try to make that your life, because, you know, I think that will keep you much more centered and much more like driving forward, you know what I mean?
For yourself driving forward, you know, not just, you know, the job that, like you said, the shit.
Yeah, don't do it for other people. Do it for you. That's why I also said in that same song, you know, self-love is the most important love, you know? Love yourself first, and, you know, you set the tone for what is important to you and what you want to do with your life. And, you know, I think that that's super important, that, you know, some of these younger kids that are going through, you know, young adulthood and teenaging, you know, being teenagers, like, you know, finding a path and walking it it's the hardest decision that we make, but it's probably the best decision that we make, you know, like really finding where you want to go, you know?
Absolutely.
Sorry to get all
No, that's
philosophical.
cool. No, hey, it's all about you and the music and stuff. That's what we're here for, you know? I mean, if that's the message you want to put out, then we're going to put it out.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, very, very cool.
You know, like you were saying, you know, you got to. I have absolutely no talent whatsoever. I bullshit. That's all I can do.
You got talent.
I can't play nothing. I can't.
You're sitting here at the Incarceration Fest interviewing bands, which means your media skills are good. You know, you got whatever, you know, your website is doing its thing, and, you know, don't sell yourself short, brother. You're doing it. Here.
I bullshit. I can talk. I grew from, you know, 3 listeners and 2 DJs to what we are today, 10 years later, and I'm happy where I'm at. I never thought I'd be here because it's just I outgrew myself, you know, and I'm happy I'm here, you know, and this is amazing. I mean, I'm at a fucking, you know, where they filmed the damn movie.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
So ridiculous. When I saw it, I was like, oh snap.
I was like,
Morgan Freeman.
Yes, I know.
But there's talent. There's talent in that, man. Don't sell yourself
go
short.
in there and see it. Have you been in there yet?
Not yet. We are probably going to be coming back on Sunday. I think that'll be the day. Today I want to focus on seeing my friends and fans that are here that I know that we're coming, and, you know, I want to spend some time, enjoy the festival, see some bands, have a beer or two, have a good old time.
Absolutely. You know? Yeah, we're going to go in there later after we get done doing all this here, and then go in there and take some pictures
That'll
inside
be awesome,
there. Maybe
brother.
get a tattoo or 3.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I've been thinking about it myself. I'm not sure if they're all booked or if you have to make an appointment, but...
Well, you were supposed to make an appointment, and I sent some messages out, and they're like, yeah, we'll try to fit you in. Well, it doesn't say you're booked, so I don't even know what the hell's going on.
I'm hoping that on Sunday it'll be a little bit slower, but considering the lineup, I wouldn't be surprised. If I'm like, hey man, I just want like this little finger tat, they're like, oh look, bro, I'll see you at like 7:30, and I'm like, okay, that's only 7 hours from now.
Just do a skull right here, a little skull. No, I can't.
No, well, we'll see. I haven't actually even had a chance to talk to any of the artists yet, or the tattoo artists. So I'd like to look into that, see who's here. I think one of my friends is here, so I'd like to go find her and say hi.
Okay.
So I'll probably,
I'm gonna let you go
I
check out
appreciate
your go get your fans and everything, and thank you for the time. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys too, man.
Yeah, we'll exchange some information here in a minute.
Absolutely.
And then definitely keep in touch.
Let's
and
do
let
it.
me know you come through Chicago, man. You got a place to stay. Not a problem.
Appreciate you, brother.
All right, check the guys out. Go buy
Awake
their
at
stuff.
Last,
Oh, yeah,
The
before they go,
Change.
yeah, where do we find your stuff?
We have a website, awakeatlastrock.com. That's the direct source that'll get you everywhere, but all the social medias are there, Facebook, Spotify, iTunes. We distributed it all, and it's all out there. So it's as available as we could make it. So if you just Google it, hopefully you can find
It'll be there. Awake at Last. Check them out.
Appreciate
Get their
you
stuff
guys.
so we can get them on tour a little bit more.
Absolutely.
We'll see you a bit later here at Incarceration.
Thank you guys so